At the recent NATO summit in The Hague on June 25, 2025, Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdoğan called on French President Emmanuel Macron to end the political barriers stalling the Eurosam SAMP/T missile defense project. During private talks, Erdoğan emphasized that Turkey, home to NATO's second-largest ground force and a leading contributor to the alliance, should have full access to European defense collaborations. The SAMP/T, a mobile missile system developed by France and Italy, is built around the Aster-30 missile series and designed to neutralize ballistic and cruise missile threats as well as enemy aircraft. Turkish leadership argues that the system is vital for accelerating its domestic multi-layered missile defense initiative, known as the Steel Dome, which aims to be fully operational within the next 2 to 3 years. Erdoğan also pressed NATO leaders to grant non-EU members like Turkey a seat at the table in shaping Europe's future defense posture, especially as Ankara expands its homegrown arsenal in response to escalating regional tensions. The recent Israel-Iran confrontation underscored Turkey's need to fast-track air defense readiness, prompting ramped-up development of long-range systems at home. From Ankara's perspective, co-developing and acquiring the SAMP/T system is essential for both enhancing local defense capabilities and ensuring seamless integration with NATO's broader air and missile defense grid. Turkish officials warn that the lack of European systems within its arsenal undermines alliance cohesion. They attribute Macron's ongoing hesitation to political motivations, though Italy remains firmly behind the trilateral initiative and continues to support the joint working group focused on co-production planning. The SAMP/T partnership was originally conceived in 2018, with Turkish defense giants Aselsan and Roketsan collaborating alongside France's Thales, Italy's Leonardo, and missile consortium MBDA. But the political fallout from Turkey's military action in Syria in 2019, particularly with France, caused the initiative to stall. Despite diplomatic attempts to revive cooperation through 2022 and 2023, major policy rifts over Syria, Africa, and maritime disputes persist. Italy, however, has maintained steady support for the joint venture. Complicating matters further is Turkey's earlier purchase of Russia's S-400 air defense system. That $2.5 billion deal triggered Turkey's expulsion from the F-35 jet program and drew U.S. sanctions under COTSA. Western leaders argue that activating the S-400 could compromise Allied air operations, especially the F-35 platform. Although Turkey insists the Russian system will remain detached from NATO networks, its very presence remains a sore point. At the summit, Erdoğan reportedly reassured U.S. officials the S-400 would only be used under narrow conditions and lobbied for renewed defense cooperation, including lifting sanctions and rejoining advanced fighter projects. The Steel Dome, Turkey's flagship missile defense initiative, is structured as a layered shield integrating short, medium, and long-range elements. It features assets like the Korkut gun system, Sungur man-portable missiles, Hisar A+ and Hisar O medium-range interceptors, and the long-range Cyper series. Directed energy weapons such as Alka and Gökberk are also being developed for inclusion. Centralized command will be handled by Herix and the Radnet radar network, both enhanced with AI-driven decision-making. Defense officials reaffirmed that the Russian S-400 system will remain separate from the Steel Dome architecture. The focus remains on indigenous development and NATO-compatible systems. Rear Admiral Zeki Aktürk, speaking on June 26, confirmed that expanding the Steel Dome's reach across Turkey is now a top strategic priority. The Ministry of National Defense also revealed that Turkey currently exceeds NATO's previous 2% defense spending benchmark and is working toward the alliance's new 5% GDP target for 2035. Official data shows that 3.5% of Turkey's GDP already goes toward defense, with additional funds dedicated to infrastructure and civil preparedness. Turkey, they emphasized, has consistently met NATO capability standards and ranks among the alliance's top 5 contributors. The SAMP/T system, currently in use in France, Italy, Singapore, and Ukraine, is equipped with the Aster-30 B1NT interceptor and offers a range of up to 150 kilometers. The latest version, SAMP/TNG, features advanced radars using gallium nitride (GaN) technology. France employs the Thales Ground Fire 300 radar, while Italy uses Leonardo's Kronos GMHP. These systems are NATO interoperable and compatible with other European short-range solutions such as Mistral, SAMP, and VL Mica. While countries like Belgium, Denmark, Estonia, and Croatia are considering SAMP/T, others, like Poland, Sweden, and Switzerland, have opted for the US Patriot system. For Turkey, SAMP/T presents more than just technical benefits. It symbolizes a strategic gateway to deeper industrial ties with Europe and fuller NATO integration. Turkish officials believe that co-producing the system would close existing gaps in their missile shield, increase regional defense capability, and fuel the country's growing defense export sector. Beyond its role in Europe's air defense architecture, the project represents a geopolitical test case for alliance unity. Though Macron has yet to publicly address Erdoğan's latest appeal, Turkish officials are adamant that greenlighting SAMP/T cooperation would not only empower Turkey but also boost NATO's collective security. With pressure mounting amid Europe's growing vulnerability to aerial threats, the decision could determine whether Turkey's steel dome becomes a central pillar in NATO's future defense landscape, or remains sidelined due to unresolved political tensions.